comes in from Aditya B, and he asks, is Tata Retirement Savings Fund Progressive Plan a good option fund for long-term investing for retirement? Also, how about Quant Liquid for parking emergency corpus of more than 1 lakh rupees?
Well, the progressive plan of Tata Retirement Savings Fund, first thing that I like to point out to him is that he should not go by the word retirement in a fund's name to assess the suitability of a particular fund for a particular goal. Now, talking about Tata Retirement Savings Fund, the progressive plan, it is a diversified equity fund managed in a multi-cap style. So, since its retirement goal is fairly long-term and is a fair while away, so I would say that any multi-cap fund potentially could be a retirement savings vehicle for him. He should not get fixated to a particular name, even though this fund boasts of a reasonably good track record of performance. But there are some limits that it puts on redemptions. If one redeems before completing 5 years from the date of investment, the fund would charge an exit load of 1%. So that's a limitation that he would have to bear in mind. And as I said, more broadly, he should not get fixated with the word retirement in the name of a particular fund, but rather look at it more broadly as a multi-cap category which would suit his investing needs, and then evaluate funds and make selection of a couple of them. Now, coming to the second part of his question about the Quant Liquid Fund, but I'll say I'll be wary of recommending this fund, even though it is the best performing liquid fund at this point in time. And I'll explain my rationale for it. One is that despite the fact that this fund has given stellar returns, there are a few things which do not go in its favor. As per my understanding, or the way I look at liquid funds. One is that it has very high expense ratio. Its current expense ratio ranks it at least 3 times higher than what one would expect to pay for a reasonably priced liquid fund. So that's point number one. But one can argue that despite high expense ratios, if it is giving very high returns, then what's the problem? Well, the idea is that those high returns have come at the expense of slightly higher risk that this fund takes. Historically, this fund has had a track record of investing significantly in less than top rated papers. Now, even going by the current portfolio of this fund, while it is invested largely in issuers of high quality as far as their short duration papers are concerned, but if we look at the long term, the ratings of the long term bonds of some of these issuers, then they are not so high rated. For instance, the top issuer that is there currently in this fund's portfolio, even though its short-term papers are rated highly, but if you look at the long-term rating of this issuer, it stands at AA minus. Now, these kind of issuers, typically even their short-term papers would be yielding slightly higher returns than other high-quality papers, and that would help the fund bump up the returns by investing in these kind of bonds. But one would have to acknowledge that it also comes with a slightly higher risk. In fact, this particular aspect will also start factoring into the revised riskometer rating that the SEBI has introduced. So once this is put into effect, for liquid funds, SEBI has mandated that an issuer's long-term rating would have to be factored in while doing the risk grading of a liquid fund. So this aspect would start getting captured in the revised riskometer guidelines very soon. The other point about Quant Liquid is that it also has a history of running a fairly concentrated portfolio in a few issuers. Now that could be a function of the small size of the fund, but if you look at the last 10-12 months, single issuer concentrations have even touched 20-25% of the assets. So more broadly, the point I'm trying to make is that it has delivered handsome returns, but those have come at the cost of higher risk. Now, when we recommend liquid funds in our framework of things, we prefer to go by funds which are very reasonable on expenses and always maintain a very well diversified and a high quality portfolio. In that framework, this fund does not really fit in. So now he can really decide, given this background and the risk reward outcomes that I've just explained.